How's everybody today?
The bar is open.
Yes, it is. Let's keep Courtney busy back there. I have a new book out. It's called The Standpipe Connection. I'd like to thank Lamont for bringing the blurb in the back. Lamont, thank you so much. I'm indebted to you for the words that you bestowed upon me. I'd like to open up with the first two poems of the book. Sort of like musical poems, or the blues, or the jazz. People call me a jazz poet, but I'm a varied poet. I'm more than just those two things, as those who know me know. The book is called The Standpipe Connection. It's available back there. I also have books at the bar if you're interested. Please come see me. Let's open up with the first poem, which is called The Standpipe Connection, and it goes like this. You ever get the blues? I ain't talking about your run-of-the-mill modern-day pseudo blues that people claim to be the blues of the day. That kind of blues is nowhere near the true blues of what it is I'm about to talk about. I'm talking about the low-down, dirty blues. I'm talking about low-down, dirty blues. A blues that's so low and down, real and dirty, ripe and aromatic, sometimes sweet, sometimes pungent kind of blues. A blues so thick you can slice it with a knife, put it between two pieces of bread with a spread of mayonnaise, making yourself a meal out of the kind of blues. I'm talking about the backwater black snake moan of Blind Lemon Jefferson. The black bottom gonna make you wanna groan sort of blues of Ma Rainey. I'm talking about the blues of Bessie Smith's downhearted that'll make you wanna holler that I'm so mad at you, gonna have to cut ya with my razor sort of blues. You know, the kind of blues you get while standing at the crossroads alongside Robert Johnson with a 6-string Stella strapped across your back, waiting your odds trying to avoid the devil, knowing full well that you can't. The kind of lets you know that you already made your pact, knowing full well it's a little too late and there can't be no turning back. It is then and only then that you begin to realize that from that point on, as John Lee Hooker once said, cause you know you're doomed. Your hooker laid it down and doing so done gave the truth, cause you know you're doomed boy, and a doom kind of blues, and it serves you right to suffer, that it serves you right to be alone. I'm talking about the country blues of Muddy Waters and the years before he left for sweet home Chicago. Singing and playing on the juke joint country porch with chickens scratching out front and the hogs rooting about out back with the hellhounds and the bloodhounds howling from somewhere out there, somewhere out yonder in the distance. Lord have mercy, in an ungodly place he called home in Clarksdale, Mississippi. I'm talking about the Standpipe Connection, the old time, moonshine kind of blues. You know the kind that make you go blind kind of blues, but you gotta be careful sometimes. The kind they mix sometimes with undiluted strychnine, the kind that like take your breath away. The kind that make you bark at the moon and take you up and away, that up and away, up out of the way kind of blues. You talk about country, a life and death kind of blues, the no bullshit, uncut, undiluted sort of blues. Can't all y'all understand from where it is I'm coming from? Please excuse my vernacular, but some of y'all can't dig what it is, what I'm saying, or if none of y'all can't dig how it is I'm saying it, then all of y'all might as well stop listening right here, right now, and get yourselves the hell up out of here kind of blues. But that would never happen, cause I'm in a flow, and I'm about to go some more. So here we go, but these are the cool essentials. One might ask, this thing called a cool, what does it take to take note on the YouTube? Miles Dewey Davis III, so what? First off, one must view and observe. Check the distance towards the then of the now. Call it jazz casual or mid-50s retro. It manifests itself in ease of music and jazz modes and various degrees of blue. It's always like portraits of dark and light shades of black and white, style and general overall attitude. Clothes and grooming habits are key. Mustaches and goatees, crew cuts and manicured nails, trimmed and neat a must. The preppy look was in a sharp sports coat, or perhaps an occasional Brooks Brothers suit, crisp white shirt and tie. Cool to have a pair of meticulously brushed hush puppies upon the feet, or best yet the step, a sporting a set of Basque region penny loafers. Upon the eyes, a pair of shades, of course, hover room glasses on a mid-1950s geek, much more in time to today's book back and backpack, pack of modern day IT techno swell. jazz, but I digress, so what? It's a matter of little miles, and so what? An atypical narcissist. Could you tell he feels the need to be in the forefront? Always got to be slightly ahead of everyone else. Pinky ring and fringe cuff shirt wearing, polka dotted handkerchief accent tied around the neck. Such a poser is he, we all know this. But even he all knows this. It's cool, Miles has always got to be. Can't have it any other way. John Coltrane, he's just being himself. A hip disassociation laying back there in the cut. Being cool and blasé, laying black there in the cut. Bobbing, digging, grooving as little Miles blows. The opening salvos, and so what? Train seems young and fit, healthy and handsome. Checking the tape, no poetry in motion. Whether you hear it, see it, believe it or not. I know what you're thinking. You seem a bit bored, obtuse and not a touch, but don't be fooled. It's only squares and no perception, not knowing what's up. But Miles kind of like snaps him back into the reality of the situation of the what is. With that long blue note, you know the one I'm talking about. That long cool note that affects the saxophone. It's just demeanor is so obvious and oh so apparent. Paul Chambers, I dare anyone to tell him that he ain't the man. Check it, he knows how to lay it down, damn it. Talk about Lexington choices, there it is, the all too familiar so what? Bass refrain, you know what I'm talking about, so cool. Checking this time, double bass fiddle players need to learn. And my man with the bone, sporting the cleanest of all the sharpest of goatees ever see. A white muff more cooler than he, tell him that he don't know the time. Check the suit pressed neat and clean, details that's the key. Look at him, train like, bobbing, digging, grooving, almost zen like. Watch him close, he flips, clicks and sets his Zippo, light his fires into a lucky white boys. This is it, these are the cool essentials. The embodiment, exemplification, the essence, and model prototype of the cool. Doesn't any better than this. These were the days when the men were men and the women were women, when all those in between at least knew what time it was. Today's phony ass irrelevant soundbite apples pales in comparison. This is what the post-bop, cool jazz, the generation of beat were all about. The writers, the poets, Miles Dewey Davis III's music and style contributed much to the fueling of this movement. If you never knew what it was, then you surely know what it is now. The footage is a lesson in the subtle art of the cool. Thank God someone had the sense to record this. Thank God someone else had the sense to post this. Thank God we have the sense to remember this. I wish you were a fly on those fairy walls.